Hello, everyone. Yay, we did it. Things are getting cleaned up a little bit, organized a lot. I've been doing deep reorganization. So I'm positioning myself to do this. We're going to talk about the fall equinox, the harvest season, all the abundance that's ahead. This is a really good time. So we are headed into a season that I used to I looked forward to back to school season, but kind of dreaded the summer ending. Now, embracing it wholeheartedly because this is a time of enormous growth. So every year there's an equinox. This year it is the 22nd. So it's after our full moon. We have a full moon actually on the 20th to 21st, 22nd is for some of you, it's the start of spring, the spring equinox, but it is autumn. For us, it is fall equinox in the Northern Hemisphere. And I am so psyched to be able to get into this season because this is the season of learning lessons. It's the season of enormous growth and incredible abundance, harvesting all that you've done. So today, we're going to dive into some Feng Shui rituals and some big ideas that can help you to get into the space of harvesting all this amazing energy and in real creative activation through the end of the year. So for those of you who are new here or coming upon this, my name is Dana Claudat. I'm a Feng Shui master and founder of the School of Intention. It's a whole method of Feng Shui and a school of Feng Shui, and it's based on infinite possibility, creative awakening, and your intention, your dreams, your desires, your goals, all of those things, and bringing them to life. And so we work really, it's very creative, it's very expansive, it's very empowering, and there are no limits to what you can do. And this fall particularly, with all the astrological themes, all the shifts that are happening, this fall is about no limits, no holds barred. Everything is just open seas. It's time to dive into the infinite. And to get that within yourself, it's really about creative activation. So the equinox is a time where it's thought to be a balance that's created. There's equal day and night. There's an equal sense of things. Now, balance is something extremely personal. What's balanced for you won't be balanced for me. But the key here is to get into a space where you feel grounded, powerful, and you feel like you are in a space of momentum. So do you feel right now? Do you feel like things are flowing for you? Do you feel like you're in the flow of things, like things are moving the way you want to move, things are going the way you want them to go? Do you feel that flow? If you don't feel that flow yet, the goal is for today to help to get you there. We're going to bring all this abundance to your house, bring all this abundance to your life. So if you do feel like you're in that flow, let me know. Leave a comment, let me know, because this flow will bring you so much of everything that you desire. So now, to dive into the feng shui of things. First, it's pumpkin spice season. At least in America, there's pumpkin spice everywhere. If you're in another country, please let me know if pumpkin spice is a thing for you guys. Pumpkin spice is a seasoned mix. It's a spice mix that's put into cookies and put into cakes and put into everything sweet. Coffee is like pumpkin spice. It's been pumpkin spice since I think the end of August. They're really starting early. Pumpkin spice is essentially what's thought to be the spices that go into a pumpkin pie. It is cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, ginger. All of those spices are abundance spices. So we're going to talk first about bringing more abundant energy into your home by getting into this pumpkin spice vibe. So first thing, cinnamon. I have 2 huge cinnamon videos on the channel that people love, and I'm just going to share one cinnamon thing that you can do for your home. I put it in one of the videos, but I'll just share it here quickly because it's so easy and it really makes a magnificent difference. And that is to grab yourself a little spray bottle. It could be a big spray bottle, any bottle that you have. And what you're going to do is put some cinnamon sticks in a pot, simmer it, and let it turn into tea. So simmer it 15, 20 minutes or so until you see it's kind of turning into tea. Then shut off the heat, cool it off. And when it's completely cool, take out cinnamon sticks, put it in your spray bottle, even if it's a big one, it's totally fine. And then walk around your house and spray this everywhere. I have this here. I spray myself. I spray everything. Spray the corners, spray your doors, spray everything liberally. And you can do this all day long. So this can be a constant refresh. This is a great thing to bring into an office. It doesn't have a strong cinnamon scent. It doesn't have like so much cinnamon concentrated because it's a tea, not an essential oil. It's really, you don't even really smell anything, but the energetics of cinnamon are thought to be both protective for your energy, keeping out the unwanted energies. I don't like the word protection, but you know what I mean. And it's also thought to be magnetic to all the things that you want. Bringing in the wealth, bringing in the abundance, bringing in the opportunities. So make yourself your little cinnamon tea. You can get cinnamon sticks at the grocery store if you don't have them already, and just spray this all over. I store it in the refrigerator between spraying it everywhere. And usually I'll go through a bottle this size in like a day or two. I just keep making it throughout the season. And even when you're making it, when you're simmering it, when you smell that cinnamon in the air, that's also, again, infusing your home with more of that wealth and prosperity. Cooking is another habit that's going to bring wealth and prosperity into your space and into your life. Cooking is actually one of the most prosperous things that you can do. So there's a whole idea of like kitchen witchery or whatever it is, like kitchen alchemy. And every time you cook, you are cooking up abundance. So get into new recipes, get into more cooking. Even if you're raw food and you don't cook necessarily by heat, you're chopping things up and mixing things up. Get into the preparation of your food and your nourishment. This is a season, a time of nourishment, especially for the equinox. It's a great time to invite people over for maybe an outdoor dinner, whatever's appropriate where you live with what's happening in the world right now. Getting people together, celebrating, even celebrate on Zoom. Really celebrate the year, celebrate the season, bring together this sense of abundance and really rooted in this sense of nourishment, nourishing your soul, nourishing yourself. So start cooking. I'm making new soups today, or one new soup and one other new recipe. I've been trying a new recipe just about every other day now, getting into this spirit of cooking up more nourishment and cooking up more deliciousness, this deliciousness of the season. If you have pumpkins where you are, again, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere and pumpkins are popping up, grab some pumpkins, put them all around your house. Pumpkins, getting back to the pumpkin spice vibe, pumpkins are thought to be really auspicious signs. Cook them. Don't just put them out as decor. Use them. Cook every part of it. Use the seeds. Cook the flesh, make pies, make all sorts of things. I actually use lots of pumpkin in savory dishes, which is incredible. Stews and roasted pumpkin and all sorts of stuff. It's amazing. And getting your hands into the cooking, getting into the whole visceral experience. Bring all that fall, autumn, abundant energy into your space. And again, all those symbols are really, really powerful. This powerful harvest, this tons of abundance, bring it all in. Another thing in terms of our pumpkin spice that you can bring in that's going to be really abundant are cloves. There's also a clove video. I will link it below when I post this, but there's a whole playlist on my channel and you can just make a little note of it or a mental note of it. It is all of the herbs and spices for wealth and abundance. And I keep adding to it. I'm adding more and more to it, and how to use these things in fun ways to bring more wealth and abundance into your home. So you'll find the cinnamon videos. You'll also find the cloves. And you can do a lot of different things with cloves. But one of the things that I like to do with cloves, again, that's really simple, is to simmer them. If you just simmer them in a pot, let the cloves, all that scent, it's very strong, move through your home. You can even carry around the pot that's steaming. That can be a big energetic refresh. You can also do the same thing that you do with the cinnamon, or you can mix them with the cinnamon and make your spray. One of the reasons why I don't do a room spray with cloves is because they are stronger. They're much stronger. And I like this spray to be really an energy spray rather than a scented spray. I have dogs. There's lots of people with allergies I'm very sensitive to. And so too much scent can be overpowering for some people. So I reserve the sprays for cinnamon personally, although clove sprays can be just as powerful, or a cinnamon clove mix. Now, ginger is something that you can start drinking as a tea. You don't have to have it just in pumpkin spice. You can drink ginger as a tea. It is incredibly warming, grounding, wonderful for your root chakra. Again, that sense of opening up to more abundance. So this ginger warming, it's very anti-inflammatory. I love to drink ginger tea, especially when it is the fall, the winter, that you want that sense of being really warmed up. You can also make a bath in ginger. It is very stimulating, so you want to make sure that this is okay with your doctor. It's that stimulating because it can really raise your blood pressure. It's so strong. But I have done ginger baths anytime I want to really warm up and activate my life and get more grounded. You can shred it. Or you can grate it. I'm doing this grating motion. I have a little grater and I grate a bunch of ginger, put it in a little pouch, and sometimes put it right in the bath. Also, you can make ginger tea. You can slice up some ginger, make a tea out of it, just simmer it in some water. Again, simmering lots of things. Simmer it in some water, let it cool down a little bit, take out all the ginger pieces and pour that water into your bath. That is incredibly grounding, centering, helps you to get more in that space of, okay, I am here, focused, grounded, present. Really powerful. I don't have any tricks with nutmeg, which is another spice and cinnamon spice, in pumpkin spice. But between cinnamon, cloves, the pumpkins themselves, and the ginger, you can find lots and lots to explore. You can also get yourself some pumpkin spice, the spice blend, and you could start just using that. Eating it, putting it in your coffee, putting it in your smoothies, putting it in food that you're having, desserts that you're making. Pumpkin spice everything. And as you're doing it, affirm all that abundance. But this idea of cooking things up is really powerful for the fall, for the winter. It's very grounding and incredibly creative, which is the key word here, creative. Soften yourself, soften your life, and release tension. And that's going to be something, this equinox can be a reminder. On the 22nd, you can think about, how can I soften my home more? How can I soften my life more? How can I soften the tension? Notice, check in with yourself throughout the day. How are you feeling? Are you tense in your shoulders right now as you're watching this? Do you feel tension here? If you feel yourself, do you feel like, oh, it feels tension? Do you feel tension in your hips? Do you feel tension in your body in some way? Do you feel tension in your head? Do you feel tension? And if you do, it's time to soften. Do a little bit of relaxation exercises, things that can bring down shift. One of the things that I learned years and years ago in yoga, which I'm sure you've heard, is you can take a deep breath and then exhale and really sigh out like, and just let go of all the things that are building up. And you can do that. You can shake out your hands, shake out your legs, and really let stuff go. It's like a somatic body release of things. So just, just let it go. And you can shake yourself out, and that could be very helpful. Any exercises, any tools, do a little research, go through all the things that you've learned in your life. What can you pull from that you can come back to release tension when it's built up, so that you can, again, let this stuff go. You don't want to hold on to all this tension. When you soften, you open up to more abundance. We do so much. There are infinite ways to open your home and your life to more abundance. But this sense of being softer is going to help you get into more flow. Flow is something that we're going to talk about a lot when we do. On Saturday, I'm going to be live again. We'll do the full moon video, and it's all about this super flow, the sense of incredible flow. But softening for yourself, even softening your attitude toward things. If everything is very, this must happen, this must go this way, if it's very, very that feeling, it can be very tense. And in that tension, it sort of moves things away rather than bringing them in, right? If someone's really pressuring you to do something, what's your instinct? Even if you want to do it, you're probably like, whoa, whoa, wait a second, no. And so this is about releasing all that tension so that when you want something, you can lean into it. When you need something, you can really embrace it. And it's going to make such a big difference in how effective, creative, how well you feel, how much you're manifesting, all of those things. So getting into the flow. I just also made another video about the flow state, which is the video before this on my channel, which you can find. And that can also give you some more ideas for getting into this flow. So soften, release tension, let things get open for the fall. And this is a big thing I'm doing this week. Doing it this weekend. I have to get it in advance of it, is clear out your closet, clear out your drawers, all the things. Even if you're not getting rid of and decluttering a lot of things, switch them for the seasons. So LA used to not have seasons. We used to have one season pretty much all year long, except for a few slightly colder, more rainy winter days. Now we have seasons. It's legit cold here in the morning. So I am switching my wardrobe over to more fall, more sweaters, more fall, more winter. And even if I'm keeping all my stuff for the summer, I am switching it so that what is seasonal is prominent. For you, you might be storing things away. You might be donating a lot of stuff. But this real look at refreshing your closet is a major part of efficiency. When you open your closet, you want to see what you need right now. You don't want to open your closet and go, oh, this is all my swimsuits. Like, where is my stuff? You want to have it all front and center. Now, when I do this closet refresh, whenever I go through my closet and do this, I put bowls of salt in my closet. And just bowls of sea salt, just a regular bowl full of sea salt, and leave it there for a few days while I'm doing all this reorganization. And it will cleanse the energy, give it a fresh, sparkling start. Same thing, you could do this in drawers. You just don't want the salt to spill everywhere. So be aware of what you're doing with it. But this is a really easy way to give a big, sparkly, fresh start to your closets and your clothes. And this is part of your self-expression and part of your comfort. And again, part of the efficiency of your life, the flow of your life, where you feel like everything really reflects you in beautiful ways. So celebration. We talked about cooking. We talked about expressing yourself through creativity in the kitchen, getting into perhaps a party for the equinox on the 22nd, really celebrating all of this. But also, it's a great time to bring the energy of celebration to your space. You might want to make for your table, your dining table, your kitchen table, even your coffee table, you might want to make centerpieces. They are grounding, focusing. Centerpieces can be so fun. You can make pumpkin centerpieces. You can get all different gourds. You might even have them growing in your garden. You can do some sort of fall themed centerpiece with crystals and other things that you have. Get creative. Make yourself a beautiful centerpiece. You could even decorate a vase and have that be a centerpiece, and then get flowers that are more seasonal for you, maybe branches in the fall and winter that you can put in your vase that really bring the energy of nature inside. So make yourself a centerpiece, something that feels abundant. It's going to really focus energy and bring people together around that centerpiece. On your front door, you can be more welcoming. Think about this is the season, we're getting into the season of wreaths. Even before evergreen wreaths for the holiday, you might actually want to have a wreath made of herbs. These are all, again, very abundant. You can find the link to the playlist on my channel, again, for the herbs and spices for wealth and abundance. And there's so many, and you can get some ideas for herbs that you might want to make into a wreath and hang on your front door or put out growing in pots in front of your front door. Again, bringing in all of this fabulous energy and great symbolism that you'll see and your whole neighborhood will see as you walk in and out of your house every day or in and out of your apartment. You'll really get that energy. So those are really fun, and they're all linked there. Also, the free Wealth Feng Shui video series is starting again. We're bringing back the cash camp this year because it's a season of abundance. In this full moon that's coming, it's aligned with the most prosperous money star in the sky. And I love that theme, just this ultra abundance being activated now, moving into the future in such incredible ways. And we're going to talk about that again on Saturday, but just wanted to put it out there for you guys. It's really, really fun. So this is a time to really bring in the abundance. And the free Wealth Feng Shui video series, I put it in the comments. It's also in the description box below. You can dive in, get into it, and it starts soon. It hasn't started yet. It's going to start soon. And you can really get into this abundance in your home in a big way. And I hope you love it. I love sharing these with you. It's so much fun. Now, final thing for the equinox that can be great. Every season, I like to set a theme. I've been making videos talking about this forever. I like to have a theme. I like to have something that I'm aiming for, but I also like to really rethink and look at every season. What do I want to accomplish this quarter of the year? If we look at the year as kind of quarters, what do I want to accomplish this quarter? And, looking from now till the end of the year, pretty much, even though winter will start by the end of the year. We have a few months ahead of this season. And what do I want to accomplish? What do I want to create? What do I want to do? So it's a great time to make a wish list. But instead of just making a wish list, it's a great time to activate your creativity. So some of the things I like to do are this is my old school glitter glue. I know it's not environmentally great, but I've had it for a really long time, and it's better to use it than to just throw it in a landfill. So I'm using every single drop of it before I get rid of it. I also have some of my favorite paints. I have all different kinds of metallic paints that I paint on my wish list. I also have, and you might have all kinds of other things. I have my trusty rainbow of markers. I also have rainbows of pens, pencils, colored pencils, and I just basically go to town making this wish list as colorful, as dynamic, as sparkly, as fabulous as possible. And the idea is, as you're doing this, you are actually bringing more energy to your thoughts about what you want, to your commitment to what you want. And it's fun, which is great, because when it's fun, you'll remember it. Now, once you have your wish list done for the season, the key part of all of this is commitment. Commitment, commitment, commitment. Saying yes to your passions, saying yes to what you want to master, saying yes to your dreams, saying yes to the perfect timing for everything. Say yes. I used to wait until the stars were aligned and everything was perfect, and then I could go and take a leap or learn something new. Now, if it's in front of me and I need it and I want it, I just say yes. And that has not failed me. And if I didn't operate in that way, if I didn't make that switch, I never would have started studying the Feng Shui I started studying almost 18 years ago, which led me to developing all of this stuff that I never intended to ever develop. I just felt it and said yes. And it was the greatest thing, the greatest shift. So what do you feel? What do you feel compelled to do? What do you feel compelled to learn? What do you feel compelled to actually truly commit to? Not to see what happens or let's just see. What are you committed to? It's a big question. And once you get into that feeling of what you're committed to, leaning into it, getting ready, getting it done, keep everything activated with the bright energy around you, whether it's the cinnamon sprays or anything else that you do. Keep everything activated with more creativity, your colored pens, your colored pencils, your art supplies. Keep everything activated with more flow in your home, more softness in your life, releasing tension when it comes up. Really incredibly powerful. And that sense and that spirit of commitment is going to make this season outrageously awesome. So on that note, I'm going to read a few of your questions or your comments. And if you have questions, you can always let me know. You can leave them below when I post the video. The School of Intention is starting soon for those of you who want to become a Feng Shui professional, trained in the most unique, groundbreaking method of Feng Shui that exists. And I'm saying that not because of me, it's because of the group. It's unbelievable. You can get details. I put it in the chat, and it's also in the detailed description below. Someone said they can't watch from their iPhone. I don't know why that is. That's a YouTube thing. I don't like hearing that. Hello, it's wonderful to have you here. Thank you for following for years. I appreciate everyone who interacts with this work so much. I can't even begin to tell you. It's not something that I've read in books or done anything. This work is an aggregation of working with thousands of people and getting feedback from all of you. And so it's not like, oh, gee, I read a bunch of Feng Shui books and then I thought something up. It was years and years and years in the making. And it's because of people like you and all of you watching and doing and getting into this that this system came to be, that's just expanded and helped people all around the world. It's amazing. We use nutmeg when we have cauliflower. Wow, I have cauliflower and I have nutmeg. Steam the cauliflower, pour brown butter over it, and give it a sprinkle of nutmeg. It's delicious. I'm going to do that. Thank you so much. I started creating space for my soulmate. What can I do to attract my soulmate? There are so many videos. This is something, it's a little off topic for here, but on the channel, you will find Feng Shui for your bedroom, Feng Shui for more love in so many different ways. And one of the biggest things in terms of finding or attracting or making anything happen, whether it's in Feng Shui or using any modality, is to really feel good within yourself and to not need a soulmate. Once you feel like you've got everything you need, everything else comes really easily. So that's why I'm really into this idea of getting into the spirit of feeling and knowing within yourself that everything is working out for you. It's very powerful. I just got salt water ready for the closet while I'm listening. That's amazing. I'm from India and I would love to be a Feng Shui expert. There are details in the chat and then also in the description box below if you want to learn more about the school, because we're starting very, very soon. And we do have members in India and it's amazing. There are people from all over the world. It's incredible. I feel compelled to participate in the School of Intention, trying to think of a way to make it happen still. Just email me. We'll work it out. If you really want to be there, I'll always help make it happen for people. I never want anyone to feel like they can't do anything. You can't possibly be a person who is about infinite possibility without creating possibility. So that's it. Feel free. Just email me and we'll chat and we'll figure it out. The full moon is around the corner. Any tips? Coming Saturday. The whole full moon is coming Saturday. And if you haven't yet, for those of you, if you're worried about missing a video, or you love keeping up with all of this, or you like something to read and refer back to, below you'll find in the description box, there's a link to sign up for the weekly moon notes, and I'll send out written rituals of all of these things, like ideas, rituals, videos, all sorts of things. And so if you want a written version of all of it, you can sign up below. I'm going to be sending out the one for the moon tomorrow, and then I'll be back here on Saturday and we'll do a live chat about all of it. So it's coming very soon. I'm excited that you're excited. I love the idea of salt to absorb and remove the old vibes. Salt is so powerful. Salt is so powerful. It's so easy, so accessible for everyone, so affordable. I'm a big fan. Really play around with it. You don't even need much salt. You can just have a little bowl of salt, like, a little side serving bowl. You don't need a big giant bowl of salt. And it's incredibly helpful. And whenever you're done with your salt, just dump it in the trash and take out the trash. You can save your bowl, but just dump the salt in the trash. It's great. I don't dump the salt in the earth or on the soil or anything else because it can make it difficult for things to grow. It's not the greatest to have lots of salt in the soil and have healthy soil. So dump it in the trash, take it out. It's amazing. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm wishing you the most amazing start to fall. And again, I'll be back on Saturday. I'll post the things soon with the reminders so that you can be here if you want to be here live. And we will do the full moon in Pisces on the 20th and 22nd, and 20th and 21st, and then the 22nd, we're going to celebrate the equinox. I hope this is helpful. I hope this gets you thinking about things that you can do to make this season really active and easy and open and welcoming. And yeah, it's incredible. I love this season. I hope you are having an amazing day. I'm wishing you an incredible fall or spring ahead, depending on where you live. And if you need anything, just ask below. And I love all your comments. And I love to hear what happens when you do this stuff. I will talk to you guys soon. Mwah. Bye, everyone.